everyone, welcome back to my channel, Open Heart Healing. My name is Sarah Walsh and I am a spiritual reawakening coach and a Holy Fire Reiki Master. And today we're just going to do a card reading, Oracle and Tarot cards, 2 Oracle decks and 2 Tarot decks. Yeah, just like we usually do. So just wanted to do a reading for you guys and see what messages come through. So I've already like prepped my decks ahead of time. I've shuffled them like the traditional way of shuffling them and cleared the energy from them. So they're ready to just do this kind of shuffling and get the cards to jump out. So hopefully this shuffling part doesn't take too long. And sometimes it can take a while to get cards to jump out, but I'm going to shoot for getting about 3 cards from each deck. So we'll see what we can get. Oh my, okay. All right, taking that one. It was sticking out. It wanted to come out. There's a little squirrel up in the tree out there looking at me. Wondering what the heck I'm doing. Yeah, oh, okay. Well, we got 2 more of these, so we got 4 of these all together. And I'll show you all the cards like I normally do once I have them all out on the table. And I'll tell you what decks they're from too. So, I hope you guys are doing well. The day I'm recording this is Sunday. And I just did a nice Reiki experience circle with my friends Jackie and Laura, and Christina was there. Jackie and Laura were facilitating, and it was wonderful. So then I felt all good, and my energy was good and clear to do a nice reading. See if we can get 1 more of these. Almost had 2 jump out, but yeah. Gosh, I don't really know what else to say. It's almost spring. Almost officially spring. Seriously, the squirrel is just... This one wants to come out. This squirrel is just sitting, chilling on this branch, looking at me. Hello, squirrel. The squirrel wants a card reading. Whoa. Oh, there we go on those. That was fast. All right, let's see. I don't know how many that was. I think it was 2. I'll try to get 1 more. That one. All right. Oh boy. We got the tower. Dun, dun. Okay, so I will try. I know I like to lean on here and look at the cards sometimes, but I'll try to put them down. These are harder probably for you to see anyway, but... Okay, so this is the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck, and we got number 54, the Sweat Lodge. And number 45, which is the reverse of 54, the Seer. It's like a... So the 54 and the 45 are making me think of a mirror image. So, mirror symbology coming through. Number 44, the Sacrifice. And then we got number 39, the Owl. And as always, I know I mentioned last time, but when you're looking at the cards, if anything comes through to you, if you get any messages, those, you know, could be messages for you. Because you could also read cards if you want to. I know some of you already do, but... And then this is the, what's this called? The Spirit Animal Oracle, I think it's called. This is number 57, Squirrel Spirit, Believe in Yourself. Oh, that's funny. the squirrel. And that squirrel is watching. Okay, so this card, for me, especially, believe in yourself. Yeah. I love the squirrel. I don't know if I held it up long enough for you to see it, but isn't that squirrel cute? He's like... It's like she's got a little flower on her head or something. That's interesting. Number 65, Whale Spirit. Trust the great mystery. And then we have number 10, Buffalo Spirit. The abundant universe will provide. So if any of you are worrying about some kind of needs being met, worrying that they won't be met, this card is telling you that your needs will be met. They will always be met. The abundant universe will provide. And then the tarot cards, this is the Light Seers Tarot, this first deck, and we got number 0, the very first card of the deck, the first major arcana card, the Fool. I like how it has like the flower of life pattern in the water. Like that's the creation, the beginning of all things. And this is the first card, so maybe some of you are starting off on a new journey, a new adventure. And you have to have faith and trust that the abundant universe will provide for you. Okay, then we got the Ten of Swords. Traditionally not a great card. This deck is nicer. Nicer imagery. The traditional tarot has a man laying on the ground with 10 swords sticking in his back. So that's always fun. So it has the 10 crows. Because, yeah, in this deck, swords are represented by crows. And then we got the Page of Pentacles. Pentacles represent the earth element, the material world. Often pages, I don't know. I always think like pages and knights both kind of remind me of being messengers, but knights are a little more of the messengers, so I don't really know what pages mean that much. They seem kind of like an extra. I don't know. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Okay, and then this is the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, and we got the Seven of Cups. It's got this guy, he's looking at all these cups. Typically it's a card of indecision or having a lot of choices to choose from, not knowing which choice to make. Reminds me a lot of Libra energy, but this is not a Libra card, but Libra. So if somebody has Libra strong in their chart, maybe that's for you. I don't know. But Libras often have trouble making decisions and choices because they like see the good and the bad in all the different choices, and then they can't figure out which one to pick. And then we got number 16, the Tower. Dun, dun, dun. Nobody ever likes to see the Tower. I'm so used to Tower moments, I'm like, whatever. Doesn't faze me really, but some people does. So the Tower usually represents a big change in your life, something, a big shakeup in some area, sometimes multiple areas at the same time. And then we got the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is this guy, he's been carrying these wands for a long time on a long journey, and he's tired, and he doesn't know if he can quite make it. He's got to make it over here so that he can just drop them on the ground. And he's like on his last, you know, his last steps of his arduous journey. And he's like, I don't know. This guy is like burying his face in the wands, like looking down. He's like, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can make it. I've come this far. And I guess that's the message, is you've come this far, so you can make it a little farther. You just have a little ways to go still. before you reach your destination of some kind. So we got the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords, so 2 10s. 10s are, I hope the lighting is okay. I don't know, I have my ring light right here in front of me. It's kind of intense, but 10s represent the ending of a cycle, wrapping up a cycle, ending something, some kind of journey. So 10, 10, 10, double 10s. All right, let's see what other kind of messages I can get from these cards for you today. I feel like somebody is really inspecting something. Really looking closely at maybe different choices that you have. Maybe you have a few different options for, I just saw 11:11 on the clock. Maybe you have a few different options for something and you're really scrutinizing your different options, trying to figure out which one is the right one for you. And I'm getting the message to go with your gut, go with your intuition, go with your heart, go with your internal guidance system. It will tell you which one is the right path for you or the right choice for you. So if you're in that situation where you need to make a decision and you have different choices and you're not really sure which one to make, I would say just sit, maybe do some meditating about it. Just sit quietly, just get still and quiet inside yourself so that you can hear your internal guidance system. And then it will direct you in the right direction. So don't listen to other people. If other people are telling you, trying to give you advice or input about this, this is telling me don't listen to them. They'll confuse you or might lead you to the wrong decision. Wrong, I mean, maybe not the decision that's for your highest good. Maybe. Yeah, the seer. Yeah, I'm getting that a lot with the seer and the sweat lodge, which are the numbers where this is the one that's making them think a mirror image. But like the sweat lodge, sometimes people think of it as representing like a womb, a dark, closed space where you go and you just kind of go on a journey internally, an internal journey. I've never actually done a sweat lodge, but that's what I'm getting from, and I mean, obviously I've heard of them before. And the seer is telling me like, you are the seer. You have to go deep inside yourself to see which way is the right way for you. That nobody else can tell you what is the right way for you. Only you know in your own heart what's the right way for you. That's always good advice. Maybe you're hesitant to make the decision that you're being guided to make because of, you might have to sacrifice something. And maybe you are not quite yet willing to sacrifice that, or not ready to make that sacrifice, or you just don't want to. Maybe your ego is telling you not to, that you need to cling to something, but this card is saying that there's something you need to let go. You have to show the universe like what your intentions are, and you have to take inspired action towards what you want. So it's kind of a dance in life, and it's related to the masculine and the feminine energies. And the feminine energy is the receiving magnetic energy within you. And I mostly try to live in my feminine energy, but then, when I'm guided once in a while, then I take some kind of action externally. And so that's like activating my masculine energy. But the universe isn't just going to come in and just hand you everything that you want, and that you're manifesting and that you're working towards. You don't have to do a lot, but you do have to take some kind of inspired action. You do have to show the universe that you're ready for whatever it is to come in, for them to bring you whatever it is that you're wanting. You have to show your dedication to it, and that you're serious, and that you know, that you're fully on board with receiving whatever it is. That was quite the message. Yeah. See, I love doing these card readings. This is so fun. Because when I read cards for myself, I do not get messages like this. It's only when I'm reading for you guys. Or other people, I guess. Mostly it's just with you. The squirrel spirit, believe in yourself. But it's giving me a different message. It's giving me the message of having fun. Because squirrels, if you watch them, I love to watch I have a bunch of squirrels in my neighborhood and in my yard, and I have lots of trees in my yard, around my yard, and so I watch the squirrels play, and they are just so funny. Like the squirrel's still hanging out on this branch, just sitting there. I think he's sleeping. I don't think I've ever seen a squirrel sleeping on a branch before. You know, usually usually they're like running around playing and being silly and having fun, which I like that. I like to watch the squirrels. It makes me happy to watch them play. So yeah, I'm getting the message like, have more fun. Easier said than done in this world, but with the way things are. But, you know, we can create our own fun, right? We can create our own joy for ourselves, even if it's a little more difficult due to the external world, but it's still possible. So try to find things that you really enjoy doing. Maybe this is making me think of like the inner child. So finding activities that your inner child enjoys doing and trying to incorporate them a little more into your life. Even if it's just like once a week or something, if you can find something to do, like maybe go to a playground and swing on the swings, or fly a kite, or draw on the sidewalk with chalk. That's what my inner child likes to do that. Actually, all those things. But, you know, but anyway, everybody is different for what the things that they enjoy. Like my inner child would not want to go play baseball or something like that. So, but maybe your inner child likes to play baseball. So maybe you could go play baseball. Somebody out there likes baseball? That was a random example. Anyway. And the whale spirit, trust the great mystery, is telling me we don't have to figure everything out. We don't have to know everything. It's saying trust the great mystery. So there is a great mystery, and it can be fun to ponder it and to think about it and to try to figure things out and understand how things work and understand how the world works and what's the meaning of life and all of this stuff, right? But really, it doesn't matter. You don't need to know that stuff. Just trust. Trust in the mystery, but don't worry about understanding it so much. That's definitely a message for me, too. So, yeah. Just be who you are. Just focus on yourself and focus on your own energy and your own life and the things that don't get so caught up in your mind with the mental energy and trying to figure things out. Don't get caught up with the external world of what everybody else is doing and how it compares. Don't compare yourself to all of the other people. Only compare yourself to yourself. Just try to be a better version of yourself than you were yesterday. And then do the same the next day and the next day. And just keep doing that and trying to work on, you know, improving who you are. But also, you're good enough in every moment. You're good enough exactly how you are. You don't have to improve in any way, really, to be... You're already loved unconditionally from the divine. And you can tap into that in your heart. You know, I talk about that a lot. There's nothing that you need to do or fix or heal or improve in order to receive that love. That love is already inside you already in every moment. So yes, it's good to work on our issues, maybe to work on our, you know, becoming aware of our shadow side so we can kind of integrate that, and, you know, recognizing when our ego is speaking and taking over and trying to run the show, and all that kind of stuff, all that kind of work, the ego work, the shadow work, inner child work, all that stuff is good, right? And that's what it's good to do. That's how you can improve the quality of your life. But don't forget to just have fun. Don't forget to just be you. Don't lose, you know, just tap into the essence of your being inside of yourself and really be strong in that energy, and just emit that energy out to the world. And that's all you have to do in any moment. That's all you need to do is just be you. And that's enough. That's all you have to do. Sorry, I just said that same thing like 3 different times. Okay, Sarah. This card is, she's holding a crystal, a purple crystal, holding it out like over the edge, over. So this is making me think of amethyst. So the message here is maybe somebody maybe out there should get some amethyst. Get an amethyst, a nice little amethyst crystal. Maybe something that you could wear or just carry with you, or just have on your nightstand or something. Amethyst is good for the crown chakra. It's good for connecting with the universe. So I guess somebody needs an amethyst, or needs to use their amethyst that they already have or something. So this card is giving me a little bit of a story. Like this woman, she's standing here in this desert, and it's the 10 of Swords, right? So, which is, like I said before, is typically like a guy with 10 swords stuck in his back. Been there. Anyway, she's standing here in this desert, like it's dry here. There's nothing here. There's nothing growing. It's just dry and empty. But she's looking over in the distance, over this sand dune that she's standing on. And I'm seeing that she's seeing a whole new world in front of her here. She like climbed up this sand dune, and she's been walking through the desert for a long time. And she climbed up here, and now she can see. She can see where she's meant to go. She can see where she belongs. She's been here alone. Okay, I think this is for me, but I'm sure it's for at least one more of you. But anyway, and she can suddenly can see a village over in the distance, and she knows that like that's where she belongs. She's supposed to go to that village, and she's a part of that village, and they've been waiting for her, and they're ready, and she knows that when she gets there, they're going to recognize her, and they're going to welcome her in to the village. Also, she's barefoot on the ground, so I know some of us, we still can't go outside barefoot yet. It's too cold. It's still winter. But if you can, or when you can, get outside barefoot. I will say that. I will give that advice till I die to people. That's huge. That is so good. That's the #1 way you can ground yourself and ground your energy to Mother Earth, is by walking barefoot outside. So, yeah, that's my advice. I will be doing that as soon as I possibly can. This card is making me think of tree pose with yoga, even though her arms are holding onto this pentacle and not reaching up. But her legs, she's doing like tree pose, and then there's trees in the background. So maybe somebody out there would benefit from doing some yoga. if you like to do yoga or you've always wanted to try yoga, maybe you've done it in the past and you haven't done it recently and you were maybe thinking you should get back into it, this is a sign, a message that, yeah, you should. You should do some yoga. I don't like yoga, personally. Well, I also have problems with my wrists, so I have trouble doing a lot of yoga, but I do love tree pose. Tree pose is my favorite yoga pose. I'll do that sometimes just for fun. Tree pose and child's pose are the two that I like. But I don't know if that's making me think of yoga. And this pentacle has like a mandala on it. Is that how you say that? Mandala? Maybe one of you or more would like to have a coloring book, like a mandala coloring book. It's a very specific message. If you have one of those, maybe it's time to bring it back out and start coloring. A lot of people's inner child like to color. Mine does as well, but I don't like to color things. I don't like to color like mandalas, and those adult coloring books drive me crazy. They are way too detailed. I get really stressed out. It's too intense. It's too, I don't know. I actually like little kid coloring books that are real easy, just have big, like a animal or something, and it's bigger spaces to color, not the fine little details. But I'm just getting, somebody maybe should do some adult coloring books or something like that. That's fun. I have never noticed this about this card. These cards are so amazing. Like, there's so many little details and little minute little things on these cards that I've been reading tarot cards now for 2.5 years, and I've seen these cards hundreds of times. And anyway, I've never noticed that this one has a skull on it. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that means. Is that like poison? It looks like what does that look like? Like a laurel wreath? I think that's what it's called. Is that like what the Olympians used to wear them on their head or something? That's what I'm getting. I don't know if that's right. Is that laurel wreaths? Isn't that a symbol of peace? Or that's an olive branch. Okay. I don't know what the message here is. Hold on. But this is like with the skull on the cup makes me think it's like poison. Like, be careful. One of the things that looks like it might be a good option might actually be toxic. A person, maybe? A person, because that's like a human skull. Watch out for a toxic person, if that's like one of your options. Somebody, but they won't seem toxic. Like on the surface, they'll seem like a nice person. But really just, I don't know, this is really, giving me the caution here. Caution. Really feel into people's energy and their intentions. Try to, I recently had a friend who was helping me work through some energetic stuff that I had come up that I didn't know how to do on my own. And she told me something that struck me that she always sets the intention to only attract people who have a pure heart to work with. Because some people don't have a pure heart, and some people don't have good intentions. And some people are self-serving, but they can wear a convincing mask, so they can seem like they're giving or loving or a good person, but deep down, no, they're not. It's just part of their con. So really learn how to be strong in your own energy and to get really still so that you can feel into other people's energies and you can feel their heart and their intentions, so you can know the truth, so you can have discernment. Okay. So this tower card has these two people falling out of this tower. The crown is getting knocked off the top of the tower, which I always find that so weird. Why is there a big crown on top of this tower? But anyway, but this person here has a crown on her head, and so she may be a queen or a princess or something. So she's falling out off the tower, and the crown here is getting knocked off, but her crown isn't getting knocked off. So she's totally upside down in a total state of chaos and disarray. But that crown is staying on her head. So, and this is going with the believe in yourself. So even if your life is topsy-turvy, or everything's going wrong, or some things are really going wrong, or whatever, and you just feel confused, and you feel discouraged, and you feel like you don't know which way is up anymore, believe in yourself, and don't lose faith, because you are always royalty. You are a child of God. That's what I got. You are always royalty. So even if your life's a mess, you're still wonderful to God. God still loves you unconditionally and completely. And you're still amazing and wonderful, even if your life is chaos. That's nice. I like that message. That's nice. This card, it's weird, I'm just kind of going in order today with the cards, which I normally jump around. But this Ten of Wands, I said he's been carrying it for a long time. He's been on a long journey. It's been a heavy burden to bear. He doesn't know if he can make it the few more steps to get to his destination, but today, I've never noticed this before either, but I'm noticing all these sprouts on the top of these wands, which most of the wands do in the traditional tarot have sprouts on them or whatever. That's not unusual, but I guess I've just never noticed them, that they're all there's a lot of them here. And I just am getting the message that these sprouts grew along the way on the journey. Like when he started, these wands didn't have any sprouts growing on them, but that's a weird message. He, on his journey, sometimes had to put them down, and he would put them down and they would get some water on them, and then when he was carrying them, then they would get the sun on them, and so he can't wait to get to where he's going so he can drop all these wands and be done with them. But he's going to find when he gets there and he drops them and it's a relief, he's going to look down and he's going to see all these sprouts. Oh, I don't know why this message makes me want to cry. Okay, Sarah, jeez, okay. I mean, I'm a crier, but I don't think I've cried during a card reading before. This is a beautiful message. So these things that have been a burden, that have been so hard to carry, his cross to bear. And he can't wait to be rid of them, but once he can put them down, he's going to realize that they actually are very, full of potential. It's about the valuable lessons that we learn along the way on our journey of life. And we go through all these trials and tribulations and problems and issues and struggles, right? But every problem has a silver lining. Every negative thing has a positive thing about it, has a silver lining. Everything bad is actually a lesson that teaches you something valuable. So it's actually something good, but it doesn't feel good to go through it. So that's what this is saying to me today, which I've never gotten that message before. Is just anytime you have a burden, try to find the positive in it. Try to find the lesson. Try to find the silver lining. And then it's not a negative anymore. You can turn it into something positive that you can take with you for the rest of your life. Wow. These messages are blowing me away today. These are pretty good ones, I think. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying. They seem like, well, that one was making me cry. So, yeah, I'll just take a quick look to see if there's anything else, but I think that was good. I think that was, I got all the cards. Except the owl. I didn't do the owl. The owl. Right in the middle, staring at me. What do you want, owl? So I'm getting the message from that. Don't be afraid to face your fears. If there's something that's scary to you and you don't want to look at it, you don't want to address it, you don't want to face it, this is saying just face it. Look it right in the eyes, and then you take its power away. You know? If you spend your time running from your fears, then they have control over you. They have power over you. But if you stop and face your fears and just look right at them, you take your power back from it. And then they don't control it. It doesn't control you anymore. So that's the message I'm getting there. If there's something you're afraid to look at, afraid to face within yourself or in your life or whatever, it's going to control you as long as you are running away from it and trying not to look at it. So just stop running and turn around and look it right in the face. And just doing that, you still might be scary, but it's very empowering to do that. You take your power back, which is always a good thing. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think those are all the messages that I'm getting from the cards today. So, you know, it's always my intention that at least one of these messages resonates with each person who will be watching this video. So I hope that you got at least one message that was for you, or, you know, something to think about or whatever. You know, feel free to leave a comment down below if there's anything you'd like to say about the reading, the cards, anything you want to say. I always love to hear comments. I know I don't get a lot of comments, but I'm always grateful for the ones I do get, because I like to interact with you guys, and I like to see who's watching my videos, because I don't know who's watching unless you leave a comment, literally. I don't even see who likes it, the video or anything. So, yeah. This was fun, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.